Their victory over the god of the void had only been a momentary reprieve for Edoran. The land still bore the scars of the Empress's nightmares come to life, and the city of Nil, destroyed and transformed by rampant crystal growth, was now the location of the most powerful weapons in all of Edoran, the crystals. The crystals that grew in Nil give their users unknown powers. Queen Emelina Bright Harvest of Zoldra, exhausted of resources from the previous adventures yet resolute, sent 4 brave heroes on a crucial mission to defend Nil from the impending Orc invasion, as the Orcs and the rest of the world wanted the power of these crystals for themselves. Upon intercepting encrypted messages, the heroes discovered a sinister alliance forming between the Orcs and the Tieflings, both of whom sought to claim Nil's crystals for their own dark purposes. Meanwhile, the Dragonborn had declared their intent to seize the crystals, with the dwarves offering safe passage through their northern mountains in exchange for a share of the spoils. The elves too proposed an alliance with Emelina's forces, agreeing to split the crystals 50-50. With only 15 days to prepare, the heroes struck a deal with the elves and began recruiting an army. The 4 heroes were promoted to generals by Zoldra's General Eldric Stormshield. The heroes rallied 6 battalions from the city's standing army. But 6 battalions would not be enough to stop the armies converging on Nil. The heroes needed a larger army. Seeking additional forces, they turned to Zoldra's nobles, securing a personal guard after successfully performing a delicate surgery to save the daughter of the head noble. Their next stop was Hammerfall, where Mayor Rogar Stoneseeker pledged his guards in exchange for the retrieval of stolen supplies, which had been taken by a Tiefling battalion. The heroes tracked down and defeated the Tieflings, securing Hammerfall's support. Their quest led them to the Elven capital via a magical portal key given to the heroes by the Empress of Edoran. The heroes negotiated an agreement for mutual defense between Zoldra and the elves. Despite the elves' demand for the magical portal key, the heroes kept it for themselves, ensuring their ability to portal around Edoran with ease. However, the elves wanted this key, and the heroes made the elves angry by keeping the key for themselves. In the Temple of the Flame, they thwarted a cult that had driven the city's children into hiding, securing more recruits by exposing the cult's sinister plans. At the port city of Beligor, they freed Admiral Gareth Stormwood from pirate captivity, gaining access to Beligor's fleet. With their forces amassed aboard a grand fleet from Beligor, they set sail for Nil, knowing the fate of the city, and perhaps Edoran, rested in their hands. Upon arriving in Nil, they found the city divided. Garrick, a battle-hardened survivor, sought to wield the crystal's power to establish control, while Mara, a healer and loyalist to Emelina, advocated for unity and external aid. The heroes, leveraging their influence and the support of Pam, who was a local of Nil and who had aided the heroes in Nil before, persuaded the people of Nil to side with Mara and the heroes. Thus the heroes avoided a confrontation with Garrick and the other dissident survivors. With Nil's survivors united by Mara and Pam, they prepared for the Orc invasion. The battle was fierce and relentless. The heroes led their forces against the Orcs on land and sea, their strategic prowess and the elves' support from the land proving crucial. As the Orcs' naval fleet was destroyed by the heroes celebrated a hard-won victory. Yet the elves' fate remained unknown, and the threat of other armies loomed large. With the immediate danger averted, the heroes knew their respite would be brief. The defense of Nil had only just begun, and the crystal's allure continued to draw the eyes of powerful factions. But for now they stood triumphant, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead, determined to protect Nil and preserve the fragile peace of Edoran.